I had a black dog. His name was Depression. Whenever the black dog made an appearance, I felt empty and life just seemed to slow down. He could surprise me with a visit for no reason or occasion. The black dog made me look and feel older than my years. When the rest of the world seemed to be enjoying life, I could only see it through the black dog. Activities that usually brought me pleasure suddenly ceased to. He liked to ruin my appetite. He chewed up my memory and my ability to concentrate. Doing anything or going anywhere with the black dog required superhuman strength. At social occasions, he'd sniff out what confidence I had and chase it away. My biggest fear was being found out. I worried that people would judge me. Because of the shame and stigma of the black dog, I was constantly worried that I'd be found out. So I invested vast amounts of energy into covering him up. Keeping up an emotional lie is exhausting. Black dog could make me think and say negative things. He could make me irritable and difficult to be around. He would take my love and bury my intimacy. He loved nothing more than to wake me up with highly repetitive and negative thinking. He also liked to remind me how exhausted I was going to be the next day. Having a black dog in your life isn't so much about feeling a bit down, sad or blue. At its worst, it's about being devoid of feeling altogether. As I got older, the black dog got bigger and he started hanging around all the time. I'd chase him off with whatever I thought might send him running. But more often than not, he'd come out on top. Going down became easier than getting up again. So I became rather good at self-medication, which never really helped. Eventually, I felt totally isolated from everything and everyone. The black dog had finally succeeded in hijacking my life. When you lose all joy in life, you can begin to question what the point of it is. Thankfully, this was the time that I sought professional help. This was my first step towards recovery and a major turning point in my life. I learned that it doesn't matter who you are, the black dog affects millions and millions of people. It is an equal opportunity mongrel. I also learned that there was no silver bullet or magic pill. Medication can help some, and others might need a different approach altogether. I also learned that being emotionally genuine and authentic to those who are close to you can be an absolute game changer. Most importantly, I learnt not to be afraid of the black dog, and I taught him a few new tricks of my own. The more tired and stressed you are, the louder he barks, so it's important to learn how to quiet your mind. It's been clinically proven that regular exercise can be as effective for treating mild to moderate depression as antidepressants, so go for a walk or a run and leave the mutt behind. Keep a mood journal. Getting your thoughts on paper can be cathartic and often insightful. Also keep track of the things that you have to be grateful for. The most important thing to remember is that no matter how bad it gets, if you take the right steps, talk to the right people, black dog days can and will pass. I wouldn't say that I'm grateful for the black dog, but he's been an incredible teacher. He forced me to reevaluate and simplify my life. I learnt that rather than running away from my problems, it's better to embrace them. The black dog may always be part of my life, but he'll never be the beast that he was. We have an understanding. I've learned through knowledge, patience, discipline and humour, the worst black dog can be made to heal. If you're in difficulty, never be afraid to ask for help. There is absolutely no shame in doing so. The only shame is missing out on life.
Así que las diferencias que existen entre la depresión y la ansiedad es, en primer lugar, el modo de interpretación que se tiene cuando ambas reaccionan tanto a eventos internos como externos. Solo que si se interpreta como amenaza, lo que se dispara es el sistema de alerta o ansiedad y se percibe como un fallo o pérdida. Por otro lado, si se dispara el sistema de conservación de energía, pues esto da paso a la depresión. En segundo término está diferenciar entre miedo o amenaza. En términos generales, la ansiedad es una emoción que aparece cuando el sujeto se siente amenazado por un peligro externo o interno. El miedo es el sentimiento que va a prevalecer. En el caso de la depresión, el sentimiento preponderante es la tristeza. Un tercer punto es el cuadro clínico. El cuadro clínico que presenta la ansiedad es el desajuste a nivel cognitivo y psicofisiológico. Sus síntomas más frecuentes son dolor abdominal, diarrea o necesidad frecuente de orinar, mareos, dolores de cabeza, tensión muscular, respiración agitada, frecuencia cardíaca rápida e irregular, sudoración, temblores, fatiga, irritabilidad y problemas de insomnio. Por el otro lado, los estados depresivos conllevan sentimientos de culpa o falta de autoestima, cambios drásticos en el apetito, sensación de cansancio y falta de concentración. Y también se ocasiona trastornos del sueño. La cuarta diferencia es si se piensa a futuro o en presente. Estos aspectos indican, por ejemplo, que la ansiedad se va a relacionar con la prevención del paciente respecto al futuro, con un temor a que se produzcan consecuencias desagradables que se presuponen van a suceder. En cambio, en la depresión tiene que ver con una minusvaloración del propio paciente y una tristeza profunda en el momento presente. Dicho de otra manera, el futuro no forma parte de la depresión. Como una quinta diferencia, se dice que en la ansiedad no hay variaciones de estado a lo largo del día, salvo en algunos casos profundos, donde los pacientes suelen sentirse peor al despertarse y a primeras horas del día, ni las diferentes estaciones del año. Estas alteraciones, por el contrario, sí se producen en pacientes deprimidos. Una sexta diferencia es que en el trastorno de ansiedad no se ve necesariamente afectada la pérdida del disfrute o el placer, tal y como sí sucede en la depresión. Un séptimo punto es estos factores psicológicos. Mientras que el origen de la depresión suele ser de índole psicológica, las causas que provocan la ansiedad son más variadas. Por ejemplo, sustancias como el alcohol, los broncodilatadores o drogas como la cocaína o la marihuana son claros detonadores de este tipo de trastorno. Una dieta deficiente, por ejemplo, niveles bajos de vitamina B12, también puede contribuir al estrés o a la ansiedad. En casos muy poco comunes, un tumor de la glándula suprarrenal puede causar ansiedad o síntomas similares al estrés.
La depresión es la principal causa mundial de discapacidad. En los casos más graves, la depresión puede llevar al suicidio. En situaciones de emergencia humanitaria, 1 de cada 5 personas sufre depresión y ansiedad. La depresión y la ansiedad cuestan a la economía mundial $1 billón al año. Por término medio, solo el 3% del presupuesto sanitario de los gobiernos se destina a la salud mental. La depresión se puede prevenir y tratar con un costo relativamente bajo. El tratamiento suele consistir en terapia de conversación o medicación antidepresiva, o ambos métodos. Si cree que puede padecer depresión, hable con alguien de su confianza. Pida ayuda profesional. Depresión. Hablemos.
Living with a Black Dog, a guide for partners, carers and sufferers. What not to say or do. You may well be right when you say, it's all in your head, but don't say it. Leave that up to the professionals. Be a man. This certainly doesn't help, especially if they are one already. Depression is an illness, not a sign of weakness. Don't be an armchair general who gives unfounded advice and orders. Being thoughtful and kind will never go amiss, but don't try and jolly them along. It can often make them feel worse. Don't point out that there are people in this world far worse off than them. It just adds to their feelings of guilt and hopelessness. Good things to say and do. Be sensitive about how you approach the subject. A lot of people aren't used to talking about their mental health, or lack of it. Crossing that line simply means you care. Try not talking. Instead, grow your ears and open your heart. Really being there for someone without opinion or judgment is one of the best gifts you can ever give. Encourage them to seek a professional opinion and offer to help find a good doctor, make an appointment, and even going with them can be hugely beneficial. Encourage any form of regular exercise. Fitness robs the dog of its power. Help them develop a strategy to simplify their life, both at home and at work. Stress is one of the biggest drivers of depression. Less stress means less dog. Make them a ditch the dog box. Encourage them to fill it with favourite photographs, letters, or anything that reminds them of what's good in their life. Include a dog journal. Here they can plot how they're feeling, acknowledge progress, record the things they're grateful for, and set doable goals. Embracing the black dog. Agree to a course of action to get rid of the black dog. An ignored dog can become a big problem. Learn about the condition together. Knowledge is power, and validation is a great healer. A united front is crucial in getting the black dog to move on. As a caregiver, compassion, empathy, and understanding are vital, but recognise that you alone don't have the power to rescue your loved one. Professional help is often what's needed. Finding the right doctor can make all the difference to a healthy recovery. If they're going to tell someone their problems, it should be someone they respect and feel comfortable with. Don't be afraid to go for an initial assessment, and don't feel committed to continue if it doesn't feel right. If it's suggested you take antidepressants, do your research, know the facts, and ask your doctor plenty of questions. A big obstacle for seeking professional help is the cost. Help them realise that the cost of not getting the right help can be considerably higher. It can cost marriages, friendships, jobs, and even life itself. Some simple rules of engagement and agreement. Agree that there is a black dog in your midst and things may have to change temporarily. Agree that no one can help them until they fully commit to helping themselves. Agree to be gentle and respectful with one another during this time. Agree to check in with each other on a regular basis. Agree to communicate honestly and openly. Agree to the course of action set by their doctor and to review progress regularly. Self-preservation for the caregiver. It can be difficult not to take anger, criticism, negativity, and apathy personally. It's important not to buy into it. Accept that it's the depression barking, not the person you care for. Being overexposed to someone else's black dog can begin to rub off. Misery loves company, so try not to get sucked into the vortex. It's really important to recognise and honour your own needs, limitations, and boundaries. Difficult situations are better dealt with when you are calm and in the moment. Yoga, meditation, and mindfulness are great tools for achieving calmness and control. Join a support group. There's nothing like being in a room full of people who understand and share your story. It's important to get out and do your own thing and be with friends. Friends may not be able to solve your problems, but they can offer incredible support, comfort, wisdom, and laughter. A black dog in any relationship can be confronting, frightening, and frustrating. But navigated together, the bond can become deeper, richer, and better for it. And finally, the most important aspect of this journey is to constantly remind each other, it will pass, it will pass, it will pass. If you have a black dog in your life, get help, be helped, and always hold on to hope.